What's crafting, my friends of chaos, and welcome back to another episode of Chaotic Crafts. As you can probably hear, I have been up to a few things between episodes, and I really want to show you around because Bedrock is finally gone, and we finally have the furniture mod back and the redstone addon, which makes life so much easier. So I'll take you downstairs and so I'll give you a look around that, and then I'll show you what else I've been doing. So, if you're wondering what that sound is, I have now put in some very fancy drills, which means I can load this up and keep loading it up and get them to drill. Now, the main thing is, what I want to do is replace this block right here, and I will put a block placer there, which, once the block placer is there, I'll have a little feed in, I'll probably have a hopper and a chest on top, put in all the powdered concrete, and that will automatically put it there, and once it's hit with a redstone torch it automatically loads. Now these drills as well, I figured out you can run a line just underneath them. As long as it's all powered, these guys will remain powered. Now I might change this to a lever because these things will make things lag a little bit, and I need to probably make this a little bit more of a line. But I'm also thinking of putting a copper chest there, put a copper golem down here, put all the different types of concrete down here, and have them all lined up, which will make things so much easier when I want to grab stuff. But I have also done a few more changes in this place, so let's go upstairs and I'll show you around. So obviously nothing's changed in here. I'm still trying to figure out whether to do flower farms in there or not. We've got some new lights in. I don't know if they were there last time, but oh no, they weren't, because the furniture mod's back. I managed to put these lights. These are glowstone lights. So it's copper and glowstone, and you put them in, and you can turn them on and off. Makes things so much better. I love this mod. It's so cool. Then I'll take you all the way up to the top, and here is the new communications area. So obviously we got the thing going from down upstairs, the antenna, and it's going into this area. Now firstly, this is a sort of computer block with well, code really going up and down it. I just did these with, I think these were droppers, and then some observers underneath, which is pretty cool. And this is basically just bashed together things. We've got the redstone station, which obviously we've got there's so much of this stuff. It's going to be so much fun to try and work with this. You've got belts, you've got teleporters, you've got a mob core, which you know what, it's going to be perfect to make a mob bomb. I do want to play with these jump pads. You make literally jump on it and you go springing off everywhere. But if you look carefully, we have different coloured lights as well. You could tinge things. So this is the copper balls, and then you've got, if you scroll down, you've got redstone lamps, so that's going to be fun to play with. There's so much to explore, but that's for another time, I think. So yes, this is sort of very similar to the antenna array that we found. We've got the little screen here, computer pads, mixing desk thing with pipes and everything going into it, and I think it's going to work out quite nicely. Don't know that, I've kind of missed a little bit of glass, but I'll sort that later. But yeah, and I want to show you something else, because I have fixed a problem with the pulse. So if I go back up where we were to the top, hopefully it's not night time. If it is, yep. So if we go up, hopefully it'll pulse. Why is it not pulsing today? It's been pulsing all the time. Let me just double check if this is. So basically, it's messed up. Luckily, I've got a little bit of this. Take some of that off. If I remove this bit of dust, and then why does it not go where I want it to go? Put this in. Take this. Put like that. That will pulse. These are all set to full pulse. It goes around, and then you should be able to see it's pulse up. And I'll quickly. This is supposed to be the pulse going up. So if I quickly show you what's going on the inside, So we've got the sort of pulse clock, and then we've got an observer here which is watching this. As soon as that turns, it sends the pulse up. Just above there is a redstone torch, and then the block, then a redstone torch, and it goes on and on. Basically leads you up to the top, and then you see the pulse, and there's pulse. Now there is a problem. I do come across that I am keeping some lights lit up all the time, but I quite like it like that. I think it looks quite cool. I think it works quite well. Anyway, before Bedrock started, I had a project in mind, and I'm going to start and show you it right now. We are going to make a new villager house, and I will show you around that once it's built after this quick time lapse. Well, before I want to show you the new house, as you can see, things are pretty much back to normal, apart from the fish tank. Now, can anybody tell me why it's still there, but it's not there? It's confusing. And unfortunately, we lost a lot of goodies, which is kind of frustrating. And we've also got the new frying pan, which is quite cool, which you literally chuck. Let me show you how this works. Chuck a piece of meat in, and now it's frying. It's so cool. I love this thing. Let's just chuck my meat in here, and you do this. It flips it, and you cook both sides. I think this adds so much sort of ambience and basically ambience and animation into the area. I think it's so cool. So anyway, we're going to go back, and I'm going to show you the new property of the villagers. Now, between the here and once I finish the thing, I did do an interior for you, and hopefully it's alright, but I love this thing. This thing is pretty cool. This thing, I have used quite a lot of new things. You can probably see what the inside is, but we've got angled glass, and I think that makes it perfect. Now, I've had to make it sort of semi-mob proof underneath, so basically you can't get under. But I love this thing. We've got a sort of balcony around the sides, little walkway, and the stairs. Can you hear that sound? Yes, it is a wind chime as well. I put it on the inside, but I quite like it. Adds a little bit of life into this. But this is the interior, and we now have a cleric inside. The cleric, obviously I made this like sort of a coffee stand for him, but this is your kitchen, so we've got a bit of storage around, we've got another cooker, lots of storage in there, so basically I can just go in there, drop off a load of meat, well, zombie meat, and yeah, it's pretty much cool. And this is his room, so we've got this. It's quite a nice little room, to be honest. And then if you see this thing, this is just the settings for the furniture mod. Now we can set it up it's coming up to Christmas soon, so I'm going to want to show you what I've been up to, because the boys do not know what treats they've got in for them. So I'll take you back to spawn right now. And I know probably a lot of talking, because I have done a lot between episodes because of this Bedrock. But now Bedrock's gone, I think we're all sort of happy that we can get on with other stuff, and I do want to build a probably tree farm, because I do use a lot of wood furniture, and I'm probably going to keep that in this, probably down here, maybe tucked behind something, maybe over there, maybe. It's like a tree dome with like flowers and stuff down there, because that would be quite interesting and quite cool to sort of research everything in this world. So we're back at spawn, and I have been a very busy person. Now, I wanted to create a sort of wintry wonderland type thing, so I built this massive Christmas tree. I've used quite a lot of the new blocks. We've got obviously a nice little banner here with some of these lights again. I used the white lights just to sort of give it the street lamp kind of vibe. Just dig the, and you probably hear that slime stuff. This actually is a Tinker's Construct slime island, and I am probably going to convert it all to snow because it will sound so much better. But there it is, nice lovely Christmas tree. I put lamps on it because they light up quite nicely. There's a few puffer fish, there's a few signs, and we've got these lights under here as well. Ooh, don't like that sound. This sort of hollowing. I need to probably add a few more branches in there. Might ask Mcpe to do something because that man is a talented tree maker. But I thought these guys might enjoy this. I think maybe we'll add a few little stalls in here. I don't know if the guys want to add like hot chocolate stalls, because you could actually have hot chocolate now, which is milk and cocoa beans, which is quite cool. Maybe make food stalls or just do something, have a nice ring. But I think hopefully these guys will be happy. And as you can see, Mcpe, you're a talented man, very talented man. So yeah, I think around here it is looking so pretty, so cool at the moment. I do love it. Oh, and I didn't show you this as well. So see, I told you there's so much that I've been doing. I've just added a little fish stall. So when I've been fishing for those fish, I've just sort of added this. And I can also sell cheese. Fish and cheese. Not meats and cheese, but fish and cheese. The cheese is another Tinker's Construct one. And basically you put, so I'll show you in here. This, you put a bucket of milk in there and just let it set. Once it sets, it turns to cheese. It turns into a cheese block. And yeah, you get it. It breaks down into like cheese nugget, not cheese ingots, and then you just eat the cheese. But let's just check if we've actually made any money today, because I don't think any other guys have been on, to be honest. I know Spunders will probably sell. Any books? New. I have been slowly trying to pack things in and sell more, but yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go off, gather some bits so that we can start designing the tree farm. See you back at our base.
It's time for redstone!
So the start of the setup is the standardised rail system underneath, and then you put a minecart underneath. So what I'll do is I'll just cover this up, because this is what we need to do. If we don't cover this up, then I've got nowhere to grow the trees. So if I plot that here, and then say just leave that at the moment because I'm going to be building on top, then the plan is down here we'll have the copper column. So we've got a couple of things. Now if I place this blah, 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 like this, a lot of gobbledygook like normal, then what we want to do is we want to have a possibly this side here. Oh, let's see if we can power it. Quite helpful. Oh, whatever it is powered. So apologies about that. It looks like Bedrock is still going, but we can hear where it is. I will place a fertilizer here. So this fertilizer block will take in full size blocks of bone meal. So you put bone meal in it and it will automatically go. So that's where they're going to be placed. So what we have here is a block dispenser. That is like that, and when this is powered, it should drop. Well, let's just check. So we'll put that in there. Say we want to put that in. There you go. Automatically blocks. As long as it's fully powered all the time, it drops what it needs to do. So the main plan is, if I could get a box or a chest on the top, that is where I would put the saplings. So what you need is a small staircase up to the top for the copper golem to sort of walk over. He'll take what it needs out of here, and then he will put, say, the wood in a chest here. So put the wood in the chest. We'll have a chest up here which will have, what was that? Did anyone hear that? That was creepy. I'll put a chest up here that will have the saplings in. Once the saplings are in, it will drop down to there, place the saplings, and then once the fertilizer is ready to grow, that's when you get chopped up, and then this will be going around. We'll just cover that up. We can still see it going. So so that'll pick up anything that drops in the vicinity. And I think that just makes what there he is. Hello? Oh. Bedrock hit again. So yeah, anyway, that is pretty much redstone. Will put me with a column. Simple redstone. Nice and easy. So I'll get this all set up and working properly, and then I'll bring you guys back once it's done. Welcome back after a little bit of finicking and figuring things out. You may wonder, what column you've changed quite a lot, and there's a lot of mobs about. Hopefully the mobs will get me while I'm here, but yes, while I was trying to figure things out, I thought I would just get the foundations down for this building, and there's been a few changes. So I changed all of this ground out to solid blocks and just kept that one as a grass block, and that is because every time I bone mealed, it would bring flowers and grass and everything, and it wouldn't grow the tree because there was grass in the way. So by doing this, now it's just a one square and it works better. This part all stays the same. Unfortunately, the saw blade still hasn't appeared, and we've got some steps up to where the trees go, just here. So as you can tell, there's some stone in it. I don't know why. We've got, wherever he is, there was a golem around here. Don't know where he's gone. He's probably underneath, so I'll figure out where he is in a moment. But anyway, so brought up the fertilizer up one block because it only fertilizes the one ground block around here. So if I drop in some bone meal, shut this, there you go, and it's harvested straight away, and it all goes into the system, which comes down here. Now, in theory, the golem was round, which I don't know where he is. He's probably, let's just check if he's hiding. Where are you? I'm so sorry. Don't bring my age out there. Oh, anyway, wherever the golem's gone, because he's gone for walkabouts, he will collect anything that's down here, put them into these separate chests here. So separates them off into obviously sticks and logs. And you may wonder where, obviously you saw this where the saplings go, so he walks up here, just goes around here, goes around the snow. I'm gonna have to put some lights in here, and then just drops off saplings into that, and that separates everything, and I think it works perfectly, because yeah, it's a nice little unit, to be honest. And I'm gonna have to build some sort of weird tower thing, and that brings me on to my next bit. But I think what we'll do is we'll leave it off here. Now, I will leave you with a time lapse after I sign off because I want to keep you guessing what's going to go happen on the inside, because there's lots of different sections which will come in helpful. And I think next time I am planning on getting some of the guys together, because with Bugger being fixed and Christmas greatly approaching, I want to see my friends before we have to go away for Christmas. So it's going to be an interesting one, hopefully. And don't forget to drop me a like on this episode and on the series. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to also check out the other guys' stuff because they are awesome. I know Flame's doing, I think it's 25 days till Christmas thing, which is, his pixel art is spot on. And also, guys, don't forget to look after yourselves and stay crafty.